Yo, what's happening, man? Hey, check this out, man. It's been a while since I made a video, and I've been telling myself for the longest time I was about to start making more videos. Um, it's just a lot of things been going on, and moved recently, and in the process of me moving. I said the process of me moving. Um, did a lot of self reflection. You know what I'm saying? And was staying downtown Chicago. Now I moved out to Joliet again. My kids can go to school out here. Some different things popped up in my life that I don't like to happen, but they happen and we're still kicking it and moving. But I just wanted to say something real quick, man. Um, have you noticed that you're addicted to your devices? I'm gonna have a real moment. I'm gonna make this brief. I think a lot of us, if not all of us, nearly all of us, we're addicted to our devices. We're addicted to the online and the apps, and man, they done ran a good bill of goods on us, right? Now, I've been noticing myself because what happened is I scream at my kids about it, specifically my oldest son. Man, you addicted to that phone. You need to get off that phone. We used to bully kids when I was young that was always on that phone. You know, excuse me. So, my mom had a word with me. She pulled me to the side. And as hard as I usually work, um, I don't think that I realized. I didn't realize that I'd be online so much. A lot of times I'll be working and have it in my ears. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm doing one task and listening to another task, because that's what it is. When you listen to something, it's a task. I mean, you can't. You're dividing your brain. You can't focus on two things at one time. I mean, you can flicker back and forth, but you can't focus on two things at one time. One of them's going to win. You know what I'm saying? And I guess I'm not. I know this, but I'm not really understanding this concept, or I'm not allowing myself to, because I do understand the concept, but I'm not following it. And my mom had to pull my coat. Was like, man, shit, he addicted to that because you addicted to it. Cause you always pointing your finger like everybody they got us all, they gave us a bad bill of goods, but that includes you. But like you always say, one finger at you, one going to the sky, and three pointing back at you, right? So what I did is I downloaded this thing. It's called the Stay Free app. I don't know if y'all can see it, right? Oh, it's probably backwards for you guys, but it gives you like the uses analysis. Might be backwards. I looked at some of my numbers, and I've been doing this for, well, I'm not gonna say how long I've been doing it for, but I've been doing it. And what I did is, I didn't lie. I didn't try to sugarcoat. I went along about my day, right? Regularly scheduled program. How I usually react. How I usually act. And my numbers on here, which I'm not gonna say, are scary. They are scary. They're scary. It's unbelievable how much they tricked me, man. And I find it hard. I'm gonna go out on another limb. Um, I get mad at my kids, especially my oldest. Once again, he gonna see this probably one day and call me out. That's why I'm gonna post it. It's almost like I gotta tear him off the computer. You know what I mean? And he go kicking and screaming. He don't want to get off the computer because he feel entitled. Like, man, why I gotta get off the computer? Well, with me wondering, where is this attitude from him coming from? Where is he getting this from? I don't go kicking and screaming off the computer, but in a way I do. In a way I do. but it's mostly inside my head because I'm not a child, so I don't have the undeveloped brain, so I know how to control how I respond to things, how I show my actions, right? Well, he's a kid, he's 13, almost 14, so he's not gonna know how to control his response. But we still having the same thing, inner dialogue. Neither one of us want to get off, and it's a violent dialogue. It's a violent takeover, right? Getting off. I don't want to get off. Well, I'm not no different. I just say that on the inside, and I feel it. And it wasn't until I start really documenting, paying attention. This is my office. I only said that because I just recently got this office. I recently rented this office out. And so when I rented this office out, I started a new business, right? I start realizing like things were kind of slow. And I know when you first start a new business, things are going to be slow at first. It takes time to make a profit. But because I'm starting off slow and because I'm starting off with not the profit that I plan on seeing in 5 years, 3 years, or even 1 year, I have to take daily intake. So me getting this office and starting an incorporation and going through all the process of getting the building inspector come out here to make sure all the codes are nicely met and everything, all that kind of stuff. The fire inspector, so you can, you know what I'm saying, get this thing. Yeah. Well, that's another story for another day. But it's funny how money makes inspections go so quicker, so much quicker. But anyway, in the process of me thinking that, I had to sit down and see where my shortcomings were, where I was coming up just short of the goal, what could be better, what kind of effort could I put forth more, or what money am I spending in the wrong places that could be spent into the business. You know what I'm saying? Because this got to work. This is my baby. This is my third child, basically, right? And it's going to benefit my two human children, right? My brainchild is hopefully going to give birth to the success of my two prodigies, my two real children, right? So I'm breaking it down. What the fuck am I doing wrong? What can I be doing better? Bro, if y'all knew how much time I was spend on the internet per day, this shit is sick. It's disturbing. And I'm only saying this to say, if this is happening to me, what's happening to you? Because when I go out in the community, everybody's on their fucking phone, man. I go to Walgreens, in between customers, people sneaking around, seeing if they're getting a call. What's the latest text message? What's on Instagram? Browsing through all that stuff or whatever they're doing. They got us, man. And the people who are really winning, they on this side of the camera. The one that I'm emanating myself out to so you can see it, they on this side. And that's not to say that you shouldn't be on the internet or that I shouldn't be on the internet and I shouldn't get advice. But a lot of times you get caught up in this vice. I'm looking at this. I want to listen to this podcast. Wait a minute. I get a thought. Pause that. Let me go research this shit. And it's always some bullshit you're researching. Yeah, how many murders were in Joliet, Illinois in 2007? Who gives a fuck? That anyway, I'm just giving y'all a status, man. Like I'm like really overhauling my life, really trying to take out every single distraction, holding myself brutally accountable, getting a lot more writing done, man. Although I should have more done than this. Looking at the stats. Hold on. Looking at the stats of how much I be on the internet, I don't know how the fuck I be getting this much shit done. But I could be getting a lot more done. Right? Boom. How do I put this? I'll be writing on envelopes and shit. All kind of crazy shit. Writing little scripts. Wait, do I got this the right direction? I don't even know if I got this the right direction. Okay. Let me turn that around. So, yeah. Oh, that's not front and back. Oh, that's front and back. Oh, more. Keep this. Voila. More. Is there anything on that side? No, nothing on that side. More. I thought I heard something. It's late where I'm at, y'all. Don't go by that clock. I don't know if I showed y'all that little piece yet. That's and that. Yeah, I'm tripping, thinking I'm hearing shit. It's 1:30 in the morning. I'm still up. I gotta be up at fucking 5:30. I still got some work to do on this shit. Life of a hustler, man. Trying to get to it, bro. Yeah, trying to get to it. Trying to put my bed in, put my bed down, you know? A lot of shit on my plate right now, man, but, you know, we keeping it large and in charge. Got this surgery. Hopefully I get, coming up, hopefully I'll get, I almost said guaranteed. I'll get okayed for surgery. I'm supposed to go in November 18th, see this doctor. And I think I said this before in another video, but I'm not sure if I took that video down. I took a lot of my videos down because I wanted to start fresh and new, you know? But I got to take my leg. So let's say this is a straight leg, right? Just if you're laying down. And let's say this is the knee. So this is 90 degrees, right? Well, that leg has to be able to touch. Let's say this is my butt. My heel, this is my heel of my foot. This has to be able to touch this, right? And when I started, it was like this. Now, it's about like, I can't go back that far on my hand, but I guess I could do it like this. See, do I have a? I got a toothbrush. Okay. So this is the thigh. This is the knee, and this is the leg. This is where I started at. I want to say about it'll be 3 weeks this coming Friday. So 3 weeks ago, I was like this. Now, I got it to about right there, but I got to get it to there. And the reason is, wherever my range of motion is, let's say if I stop right here, the doctor says once I get the surgery, wherever the range of motion is at the surgery, that's where it'll be stuck. That'll be the biggest range of motion I have for the rest of my life. So I got to get to as close to here or to here as possible. And I got, well, today's the 19th. I got 30 days. Even while I'm talking on this video, I'm stretching my knee out right now. And this way, now, your knee actually goes slightly like this, right? A couple weeks ago, mine would go like that. But now I got it to about right here. But I got to get it to about right there. So, we're still working on it. And assuming that I accomplish all that, they said at least to get it to 120 degrees. And like I said, this is 90 degrees. This is about 120. Right? So, yeah, this is about 120. Right now, I have it about right here. So, it's a little bit more than 120. But I want to get it perfect. I don't want no more issues. So like I said, I got the full ACL tear. I got an MCL tear. I don't know. I might not have done a video on this. So let me say it again. Because before, when I did a video, I think of when I first found out about the MRI, and again, I don't know if I took that fucking video down. But I had I said I had the full ACL tear and I had the meniscus, well, and some hyperextensions. Well, that was what the nurse practitioner told me. This time, the physician's assistant actually told me, and they looked at the MRI, so they have more experience, more know-how. Full ACL tear, a tear of the MCL, two tears in a meniscus. I believe she said the lateral meniscus and the medial meniscus. Then, of course, I had hyperextension on the left and the right hand side of the knees. And I had some bone bruising and some bruising to the patella. So, yeah, it's a lot of damage there. So they're talking about upwards of 12 months of recovery. But I'll be able to walk within a week or two after surgery without crutches. Which I can walk to a certain extent without crutches now, but of course it's going to hurt. You know, it hurts now. I'm sure it's going to hurt then too. I should be able to jog within about the 4 month mark. Lateral movement, you know, for you 8th grade dropouts, that's side to side. About 6 months. And somewhere between 9 and 12 months, I can get back to playing sports, contact sports, you know. So, gonna be a long process. I turn 40 next September. So, assuming they can rush me in there and get my surgery by the end of November, which is really, you know, it's a big luck of the draw. Excuse me. Ooh, excuse me again. It's possible I could be back by my 40th birthday, so that would be nice. Otherwise, it's looking more likely to be the end of next year. So, yeah, yeah, we trying to figure this thing out, man. I didn't really come on here with nothing really particular to talk about, other than to say, man, I gotta put a video out and I gotta start doing it more often, like I really want to. Um, I was trying to find my niche for a while, but I don't think I really figured it out. I think that I'm starting to figure out what I want to talk about, some of the things that I've been writing about, but we'll see. I'm just gonna keep posting and see what works, what don't work for me. Fuck what everybody else say. Just what's really catching me. Like, what do I feel passionate about saying? And of course, I need to practice, man. I hear a lot of podcasters online, and like, man, they speak so fluid and they're able to go on and on and on. I admire that shit, but I realize a lot of it's just reps, man. They've been doing it for so many years, and I'm good at conversing. I know my weaks and my strengths. One of my weaknesses is probably my memory. I don't have the photographic memory like some of my friends have to be able to recall and bring it up in conversation. But I got strong vocabulary, so yeah, I think really it's just about reps. I'm sure more reps even bring a better memory. So anyway, just thought I'd get this out there. Like, subscribe, shit, dislike, whatever, comment. Peace.